Pretty sure the last thing we were working on was how we want this to look. And I think we kind of settled something like this, where you create this, this goes to here. I didn't like this nearly as much as I do like this. So let's just... headrest is all messed up. Nice. Okay. And then I think this is what we want to do. So get chats, users, user ID, chats. Pretty simple. So what we're going to do is do a get mapping of users, user ID, chats. And we're going to use our custom annotation of is user. And what this should do is pre-authorize that, hey, the user that's calling this endpoint, this user ID, matches up with the actual authentication, the actual user making this request, or it's just an admin. But with that, we should be able to do public response entity. And what do we have here? Chat responses. So where is this? We're just gonna copy this, bring this over to Edge as well. One of the downsides of microservices is you have to just repeat all of these objects, all these DTOs across all of your services, which is just a little annoying. We have chat response. I don't think we have chat responses. That's what the chat response looks like in user API, right? A chat ID, chat type, users, last messages, timestamp, create timestamp, last modified timestamp. Curious if this sorts by last message, right? No. Oh, we are. Okay. Beautiful. It does sort it. Cool. Yeah, I forgot how much work I did on this already. That's crazy. Cool. So we're going to get a chat responses. Oops. Get chats. This is going to be a path variable of type UUID, as well as a let's see, request param. I can't believe I forgot what it's called. Request param. I think default value we want to be is 0, right? Yep. This is going to be the page number. Oops. Integer. And then we're going to do another request parameter, which is going to be the size of it. So the size of the page. This makes it so, we are not actually, when a user gets their chats, it's not going to return all of their chats right on one request. We want to, because that's a big database load right there, because we have to get both all the users' private chats and then all the users' group chats, and then we got to sort them. So that's I think this is going to be a pretty expensive operation. So we definitely want to make sure that we are paging. So okay. So let's just do user is attempting to get their chats with page number blah and page size blah. This is a user ID and then page number, page size. Cool. And then the chat service, pretty straightforward. We just return each chat responses, get chats, user ID, integer page number, integer page size, and then we need to go to our user proxy. So here is where we actually make the call to our user API. Man, I really don't remember what this was for. But whatever. So it's going to be public, chat responses, get chats. You know, I'm going to do get user chats. For me, that just makes a little bit more sense. This is going to be, again, user ID, integer a page number, and integer page size. Then we have to make our URI. So URI component builder dot from HTTP. What is that base URL? And our properties dot path segment. Let's see. Let's just, okay. There's no chats in front of it. So users, path segment, user ID. Take that to a string, and then path segment chats. Build this as a URI. Cool. And now I just like to log it just for debugging purposes, or getting user chats with URI blah. Cool. All right, let's try this out, huh? So we're going to do a try on our actual request. We're expecting back a response entity of chat responses. Response equals use our REST template and make the exchange with the URI we just created. This is HTML method.get. There's no body. Oops. And we're expecting a new parameterized reference. And then we're going to likely return that response body. Nice. There's no special exceptions that should be thrown. So I'm just going to catch it, warn about it, and rethrow it. Oops, exception card when getting user chat. Nice. And then we're just going to throw E again. All right, so that should work. Oh, over here, we just need to return. Oh, and we need to bring in private final chat service, and we're just going to return the chat service, get users, chats, user ID, page number, page size. Well, why don't you like that? Oops. Response entity. Okay. Boom. And then private final user proxy. And we're just going to return the user proxy. Get user chats. Boom. No real processing that needs to be done by Edge. I think that should work. But let's just check our FTs. I'm just gonna do that. Then space test. And can get users. Can't get user tests. Can't get user chats. But one thing we do need to do is actually mock it if we want to do our testing. So this will be the same thing as this will just mock what our user API is doing, so we can just more easily test. And it's pretty much the same thing that we just, same definition. Oops. Okay. Oops. Request param. Integer. Page number. We should add the defaults on here too, probably. It doesn't actually really matter because we don't really handle that. Cool. Okay. Chat responses, get user chats. I'm just gonna do that. So what is in this chat response again? Let's check. It's a list of chats. Okay, so nothing crazy. Thinking if I want to do like a helper function. Yeah, I guess we should just, let's see. Just make a quick helper function here. Private chat response. Create chat response. I'm thinking if I want to like bring in a list or not. I think this is list of user responses though. Do I have like a create user or something like that? Like a helper. Create new user. Here we go. Okay, perfect. We can do that. Perfect. So we're just gonna make this be the user ID and return a chat response. This should actually probably be a list. So chat ID is just going to be a random UUID. The chat type, let's just also make that a parameter, because who knows what we want to do in the future. Probably want to test group chats. So chat type. One sec. Okay, so we have our chat type, so users. That's why I probably want this to be a list of like user UUIDs of, let's say, users, so that it's a little bit it's more flexible in our testing. So let's do users. Let's do user IDs dot stream dot map. Yeah. User ID, create new user ID null, and then to list. Beautiful. So pretty much what this is doing is we're gonna go through the user IDs in this list, map each individual one, create a new user, which is like a helper method up here that just is going to pretty much create this user response object, which we need over here. And then at the very end, once it's done mapping through everything, it's gonna put that into a list. Oops. And yeah. So now all we have to do is we have, so in our chat, we're returning a chat responses, so it's multiple of these calls, right? So let's just do a list of chat response of chats equals array list. We could probably make this actually a little bit more concise. I think we could just do this. Turn response entity, okay. Chat responses builder dot build dot list. Oops, sorry. Dot chats list of. Whoa. And then this is pretty ugly though, but it works. List of. Then we're gonna do create chat response list of UIDs, user ID. Let's just do this. These are private. This is so ugly, actually. This should. Oops. What's going on? Okay, well, let's break this up a little bit. Oops. Let's do users equals So why didn't that just work if I just do this? It does, okay. We are just gonna make 3. What's going on? This is so ugly. Oh. Okay, that makes more sense. I don't think we really need this. So that should just return 3. Mock user delegate dot get user chats user ID. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. So think we should be ready for testing. Here. So, yep, the first thing we want to do is add auth. And then what we're going to do is actually do the test. Oops. Wait. Yeah, it's not a utility. It's rest assured. Okay. So path param of user ID is going to be user.getID. And since we have defaults set to the request params, I'm not going to add those. So given that, when we do a get on users, user ID, chats, then I'm expecting a status code of okay. And I like to just .log.all here. Let's just see if that even works right now. Okay. So that didn't work. Required. Should not be required. Oh, well, something we do need to do actually. We didn't even do this. Dot query param if present. Right, that's how we do it in the past, right? Maybe not actually. What did we do in the past? Oh, we just straight up do it. Okay. Okay. I don't think that was the actual issue. Lock user controller. Oops, that's not. Oh, since it's declared, we need to. We just need to do it. Okay. That should work. That should work. Come on, baby. There we go. Looks like a good response. Chat type private users. I guess it doesn't actually, they don't have to all be private. This is looking good. This is looking very good. Very good. So, but I do want to just update that, I think, because I don't want it to all be private. So let's just do group. And let's add a couple more of these guys. Do we? Yeah, we didn't even finish this. We just got here, so let's also add that. Instant dot now created instant dot now last modified instant dot now. Cool. Nice. So that should make it look a little bit better. So we have private, then we have group, we have all these users. Let's see, 8521, is that always? Yeah, it seems like that's always the one. Yeah, cool. So I think what we can do then is do a little bit better assertions. So it's going to be chats. First one. Do chat type equal to, should be a static method. Yep. Equal to the chat type of private. And we're going to string that. Then what we're going to do chats of 0 dot users of 0 is equal to user dot get ID. And then let's do the same thing, but for this one, let's just make sure that it's not. Oops, this needs to be .id. And I'm just actually going to make sure that this entire object is null. Then we're going to do that for the other one. But this is going to be a group instead. It's going to be the second chat. Cool. And then hopefully this one will be the user. And then what we're going to do, this. There should be 3 of them. Yep. Okay, and then the last one should be private again. And the users. That should pass. Let's look at it. Oh man, what happened? Jeez. Oh, I forgot to make this all 2 strings. Cool. Let's see. Very nice. And then let's add another test. Cannot get other users' chats. So this is going to be testing our authorization. We should be getting a bit in. So we're just not going to we're not going to add auth. Well, sorry, no, we are going to add auth. We're just going to get a random UUID. Random user's UUID. When we get a get, oops, on users, user ID, chats, dot then we should get a status code of forbidden. Because we don't want other users to be able to get other users' chats, you know? That wouldn't be too good. Perfect. Okay, so I think this is ready to go, honestly. So we can start implementing this, I think. So let's do that. So move that over here. Cool. Mobile user, that's the right one. Message create private. Let's just get a dev client going. Cool. All right. Let that boot up. Oh. Let's do this. My IP must have changed. Oh, and my backend isn't running, obviously. So let's run it. And I don't think we made any changes to user API, right? No. Do we have Docker running? Doesn't even look like we have Docker running. Where's my Docker? I'm just gonna rebuild everything. Okay. And did our edge build? It did. Cool. We're building everything up. Okay. Here comes the containers. And after this, we need to populate the database with fake data. Should only take a few minutes. But there we go. Things are coming up healthy, which is good. Doing the flyway migration on Edge API, looks like. User API, event API. It's looking good. Looks like everything started up. Nice. Okay. Oh, it's not done yet. I don't know what that big pause was. There we go. Now everything's done. It's probably doing quartz or something. So then in Edge, we have this thing called a test data service. This is how we actually populate the fake data. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, man. I am tired. Okay. Cool. Now we should be able to try again. J Smith, 1, 2, 3. Cool. So the idea is we open up this chat screen. Doesn't look like this. Oh boy. Okay, it's been a while since I've done this. So, let's do, since I've done really anything in front end. I use Tailwind for my styling. Oh man, I completely forget how to do everything now. Let's see, chat screen. Well, first we can do this. Make this. Just want to make sure it has the right font applied to it. And then style. Oh, shoot. Man, I forgot everything. Man, that's crazy. Jeez. Okay, so maybe we don't need this actually. I think we need this justify center. Yep. Okay. So then, I think we can go down now. This will be the this section will be these two items, I think. So first we need to work on the search box. And I really like the search box that is this. I think that's kind of what we want to do. Very similar. So let's go find that. Where is that? Discovery screen. No, sorry. That's going to be the header component. Search. Here we go. Let's just see what happens if we bring it straight in, huh? On press, we do nothing. What does the search screen looks like? Let's just see. Search screen. Yeah, okay. Honestly, we kind of want this instead, I think. Oh, geez, what is this search header? Okay, it looks like we can actually reuse that component, so that's nice. Then what do we usually use for our touchable opacities? I forget. Yeah, just the React Native. We're not going to do anything on press right now. And what this is going to be is actually an icon. What was the name of it? Let's see. Where is it? There we go. Pencil square, it looks like, is what it's called. It's the outline version. Let's see. Pencil square icon outlined. Color black. Do this now. It should be. Should be. Well, it should actually be false, right? Set to bounce. Let's just make sure that this is right. Oops. What does that look like? Okay, not horrible. Let's move this out of this. Better. Okay. What are all the justifies? I always forget. Justify around? That looks kind of like what we want. What about evenly? Oops. I think the latter kind of what we want. Oh geez, is this always focus? We'll have to work on that, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. But what we want to do, gosh, it's freezing down here. Oops. Do a use effect on nothing. Cool. So now we want to actually make our call. We don't have a chat API yet, so let's make one. What does like another one do? Okay. Export async function get chats. And it's return, I believe, Axios client dot get users data dot user ID dash chats dot then response dot data. Let's see. Let's go to our definitions, our type definitions. We're going to want to make another one. Yeah. Okay. So, I think what we do is make an interface of iChats, and we do an interface of iChat. The iChat one has a ID of chat type string. It has a chat type, which I think, do we define enums here? We do. So let's just do it. Enum chat type private group. Right, that's the correct. Yeah. Okay. Chat type. And then it's going to be users, which is going to be iUser, an array of iUsers. Last modified timestamp, it's going to be a number. Last message timestamp and last modified. Last message timestamp is a number, and created timestamp should be a number as well, right? Last message timestamp, create timestamp, last modified. Cool. And then all this is I think just chats is what we call them. Yep. Chats of iChat array. Very nice. Okay. We can save that. Does that actually do anything? No, because we haven't actually done anything here. So response to data as iChats, right? I think that should work. Oops, what happened? Okay, use effect. I don't quite know how we want this to be listed yet. I would assume we would have some sort of chats, set chats equals use state of as iChats think this is what we want. So then I'm not quite, don't quite think this is what we want to do. Is loading search box. Let's just do that. And then let's just do const is loading, set is loading. This might be completely wrong, and we definitely might change it. I just want to, well, this should be set to true. So try. Get chats. User ID. We need to get the context. Here, we're gonna do this. Const get initial chats equals async. Do that. And then we're going to call get initial chats. Const chats. Catches. Oops, not caches. Catches. Catch. E. And finally, we're going to set is loading to be false. Catches sentry. Where are we? That's what we wanted to do. Or actually, that's fine. Oops. Sentry dot capture exception E. Then at the end, we are going to set chats to be chats. Wait, this isn't an array of iChats. This is just an object. This is going to await. And then what we can do here last name is, are we not loading and shots dot oops. See, like, it makes... I think we just do iChat of this. And then we do this. So then that makes it so we can do chats dot length is less than 0. We then do that. Else we do this. Yay. Ooh, what's going on? Oh, jeez. It's not liking something. Edge is not liking something. Oh, jeez. It's just going to keep retrying. No. What happened? Oh, boy. Not found. So it never hits user API, huh? What? Are you kidding me? Lock user proxy. Did not build? Okay, well, let's just rebuild user API really quick. Don't know why it wouldn't build. That was up to date. Maybe it's not. Am I missing anything? It's a git. That's correct. / users, user ID chats. Weird. Okay, it's compiled. Let's just try this one more time, huh? That's not what we wanted. Oh, jeez. I'll have to figure that out. I don't know why it's getting called so many multiple times. I don't like that. Okay, returning a total of 0. It found why. Oops. Console.log. Why is this? So chats.length is less than 0. Oops. Hello? We're setting is loading to false. What am I doing? What is going on? I think I might be too tired. Am I doing something wrong? Events. What is events? Event array. Yeah. What am I doing wrong? What is going on? Should be true. Defined. Zero true. I don't think it likes this. Okay, so we need to actually do maybe do that. Yeah. Okay. No chats. Okay, and then let's do, you have like a generic error thing, I think, right? Let's do this. do that. Oh, geez, what happened? So how do we want this? Oops. Not sure why flex 1 wouldn't work here. Oh man, I'm getting tired. So, this is all looking pretty correct, but this shouldn't be in focus. This needs to be. What is the. Seems right to me. What am I forgetting? Man, it's cold down here in my basement. Why would that not work? I'm unsure why that would work. Because it's in another view? Yeah, no. Oh boy. Okay, well, oops. Cool, so what we have is the ability to get the first round of chats for a user. So I wonder why this search, should we look into the search header just a little bit? So I grabbed this from somewhere else. I don't know. Input ref.current. And then set search ref on initial. Okay, we want to make that false. Okay, that's better. And then when we do click into this, how does the search screen do it? Because what we're kind of going for is doing this, and then when we start typing, that goes away. So what are the, how does the search screen do it? Let's just bring it up really quick, because I forget. So we have the search header. Okay. And then we have the search data. I see. So we set the debounced thing, and then when this is all ready, we set the set search text, and then once that gets updated, we get sort search results. That makes sense to me. Okay. So I think also what we'll want to do is when we click into this and we start typing, this will need to be updated to cancel. So like we'll need like a search state for sure. You know? A search state that handles the UI on what it should look like if we're currently searching. So when we're tapped in, when we tap out, it should cancel. That's probably something that should actually happen here too. Yeah, probably. Or you can mess with that a little bit. But when you type, remove this. Yeah, I think that's pretty easy. But I think we're going to wait to do that next time. Cool.